धन्यवाद श्री सीताराम येचुरी जी। समय 5 मिनट है और मेरी साख दाव पर मत लगाइए।
तो अभी इनको 5 मिनट ज्यादा दिया तो मेरे
मैं
को
दिया नहीं, मैंने ले लिया लोगों ने। आप इस तरह से ना
नहीं,
ले।
अच्छी बात है, इनको दिया मतलब मैं चाहता हूँ
मैंने नहीं दिया है।
हम भी ले लेंगे सर।
पर उत्तर
क्योंकि पहली बात तो ये है कि आई वांट टू रजिस्टर माय प्रोटेस्ट। पता नहीं कैसे ये तय हो गया कि इतना श्रिंक कर देंगे। And the reason, sir, I want to say is that this is a serious debate.
it is
Because what
it is
is
very
happening-
much decided and
Yeah, I know it's
given
not
here.
your fault. It's not your fault.
Yes.
But I just want to register in the proceeding.
Sorry for having exceeded it.
No, I just want to.
कि आपने हमको permit किया।
नहीं कोई
I just want to register my protest of how this was done, because it's a very serious issue we are discussing. And I seriously want to make certain points, but now I'll be forced only to make bullet points.
Yes.
But because the reason why I'm saying this, sir, we heard very fanciful slogans during the course of the last 2 years or so. We talked of Startup India. The state of the economy is putting India to sleep. It's not starting up. We heard of Make in India. What is actually happening in the economy is destroy India. It's not made in India. You said made in India, make in India is destroy India, made in India is loot India. I'll tell you why I'm saying this loot India. And then you're talking of digital India. It's actually become a robotic India. Now this is the reality, sir, and to discuss this, you have this finance bill which is supposed to, I quote, the purpose of this bill is to give effect to the financial proposals of the central government for the financial year 16-17. Now what are these financial proposals? You have decreased the direct tax collections by 1,060 crores. That is a concession to the rich. You have decreased these collections. You have increased indirect tax collections by 20,670 crores. What does that mean? Imposition of the burden on the poor people, on the working people. So you already started on a trajectory where you enrich the rich and impoverish the poor. And then this is to deal with your taxpayers. What is the reality? 2.9 crore Indians file the personal income tax, which is how much? Less than 4% of our 760 adults. And more than half of this 2.9 crores did not pay any tax at all. They filed the income. And then finally, what is the same this thing bill say? There are just 18,358 individuals who declared incomes of 1 crore or more. 18,000. And they accounted for, and only 1.5% of taxpayers accounted for over half the personal taxes due. These numbers do not square up. This is an official report. These numbers do not square up with the sale of luxury cars, high-end accessories, gold, and real estate. This is the reality. These are your tax proposals. Now, why do I say it's a loot in India is that in your budget, last time when Honorable Prime Minister was here, he questioned me. He said, yes, Pradhani Yechury sahab, ये आंकड़े कहाँ से ले आ रहे? मैं उसी समय माननीय प्रधानमंत्री को बोलने जा रहा था, अब वित्त मंत्री है यहाँ पे, जो उनको बताऊं, पेज नंबर 66 of your receipts budget. That tells you the revenue impact of tax incentives has gone up from 5.54 lakh crores in 2014-15 to 6.11 lakh crores in 2015-2016. The duty exemptions for diamonds and gold is 61,126 crores of rupees, gone up by 40%. What are you doing? The incentives to the rich? You enrich the rich, and then, apart from these incentives, what is the amount raised but not realized? Again, budget. Receipts budget, page number 48. And what does it say? 7 lakh crores plus is what has been raised but not realized. Okay, out of this, even if the disputed amount is about 6 lakh crores, 1 lakh crores of rupees is still there to be realized. It's been raised, but it's just not been realized. What is this government doing? If it's not Sleep India, no Startup India, what are you doing? Why are you not realizing what you have raised? 1 lakh crore. You add up all this, sir. what I'm sorry, I'm not imposing this on you, but 6 lakh crore there, more than 1 lakh crore here. And then on top of this, what do you say today morning, the minister here asked us about the employment. I'll come to that later. But in addition to these two, 7 lakh crores, in addition to that, you have more than 6 lakh crores of NPAs. We have discussed that. That is loot of public money. So 7 plus 6, 13 lakh crores of rupees that is legitimately due to the government is not collected. How do you start up India? How does India stand up? If you collect all these resources and put them in public investment, build our infrastructure, lakhs and crores of our young people will get new jobs, and that will be the basis on which we can create a better India. It is all staring. Why do I say loot of India? Is because of this. This entire money is there. In spite of that, what is happening? You have 100 billionaires shining India. 100 billionaires with 62,000 plus crores of rupees. Billionaires are only in US dollars, not in Indian rupees. Your 100 billionaires, according to the Forbes, they have a share of more than 1/3 of India's GDP. On the other hand, census figures, what does it tell you? 90% of families in India, their bread earner earns less than 10,000 rupees a month. This is the two Indias you're creating. And this divide has widened. This divide has widened thanks to these policies that is, and last 2 years, and this is only nothing else but promoting crony capitalism. And this promotion of crony capitalism comes when the state of the economy is dismal. You heard the Wall Street Journal reference that was given. I'll provide an authenticated copy of the front page if you want, which says India's fuzzy growth data. Fuzzy. And the indicting report of how India's growth data is all fudged.
Yechury ji, loot is unparliamentary. Please don't. Yes. It should be expunged. Should be.
How is loot unparliamentary?
Yes. In which sense it is used?
Your dictionary of unparliamentary word does not hold the loot.
Sir,
So,
okay.
it is
You
very
may be
much
going
here.
by the list. I agree. You may be going by the list. That list was drawn up by the British when Dadabhai Nauroji talked of the loot of India, drain of wealth.
I know.
That is the reference. That is when that word loot came. So
But
in independent India.
in
after
which
all
sense
this,
it is used? It will be on record, and loot is loot, and so it is not छूट. लूट की छूट नहीं होगी.
चलिए सर.
ये जहाँ अनपार्लियामेंट्री है उसको देख लिया जाए, और यदि है तो उसको स्पंज किया जाए.
सर अंग्रेजी को छोड़ दीजिए, मैं कह रहा हूँ कि चोरी होगी.
आपने कहा
पैसे चोरी हो रहे हैं.
अब आप तो सुधार कर लेते हैं, परंतु मैं इसके लिए उधार नहीं करना चाहता.
आप कर रहे हैं,
आप
बिल्कुल
पूरा
सही.
भी कर लीजिए, आपका समय भी.
हाँ सर ये समय कट कर देना प्लीज. ये इंटरजेक्शन के समय कट कर.
अच्छे वक्ता के नाते से आप समय पर पूरा कर लेंगे, मुझे भरोसा है.
जीडीपी के सवाल हमारे दोस्त जयराम रमेश जी ने उठाया था, उसके बारे में मैं रिपीट नहीं करता हूँ, टाइम नहीं. लेकिन सर अब ये देखिए आपका इंडस्ट्री का क्या हाल. Your industrial sector is the lowest in the last 1 decade. And then, as a result, what is the job, sir, that you created? Generation of jobs in 8 key sectors hit a 6-year low in 2015. The 2 crores jobs they promised. What was the jobs that were created in 2015-16? 1,35,000. 1,35,000. And the job loss has been minus 20,000 jobs in October-December 2015. 2 crores you promised. And this is the reality, the lowest ever. 1 crore Indian youth join the job market every year. Instead of that, you are creating 1 lakh jobs. 1% or less.
येचुरी जी पूरा करें.
या करें सर. अभी
हो गया. अभी क्या है कि आपका
मंत्री महोदय ने कहा नहीं सर, प्लीज
आप तो बोलते ही रहते हैं और अच्छा बोलते हैं,
सर
इसलिए मेरे को उस संकट में मत डालिए।
क्या करो, अनपार्लियामेंट्री आपने पकड़ लिया,
तो
आप पकड़ लिया अनपार्लियामेंट्री और उस पर बहस चलेगी।
मैं लूट तो पकड़ूंगा ना।
और उनकी भी गलती, वो पॉइंट आउट कर देते हैं ऐसी चीजें आपको।
धन्यवाद।
लेकिन आज मंत्री महोदय ने सुबह ये कहा कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट
मैं नहीं दे सकता,
एम्प्लॉयमेंट ग्रोथ,
मेरी मर्यादा है, मैं नहीं दे सकता। जी,
ये पता नहीं कैसे काट दिया आप लोगों ने। मैंने प्रोटेस्ट तो रजिस्टर किया पहले ही।
वो ठीक,
हाँ, व्हाट बीएससी के टाइम पे जाइए तो अभी और 10 मिनट है।
मुझे यहाँ जो इंडिकेट किया हुआ है उसके अनुसार मुझे चलना है।
ठीक है सर,
मुझे चलना है
सर। हाउस
मेहरबानी करके आप
मान लीजिए हाउस इज सुप्रीम, वहाँ पे जो इंडिकेट किया वो अलग बात है।
हाउस तो पूरा सेंस लेना होगा।
और आज सुबह मंत्री महोदय आंसर देते हैं रिटर्न -0।
नहीं, मुझे तो न गम है, न खुशी है
सर। -0.2%। आज सुबह मंत्री महोदय इसी हाउस में स्टार्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 186, in reply to that, this is what the minister says. And if this is the employment figure, and if this is, sir, is the employment rate today, you can understand well what has been the state of our people in our country as a result of all this. And versus in the rural areas, the real wage rate, you can make out, sir, from here, from 11.66%, the real wage rate has come down to -1.02%.
येचुरी जी,
येचुरी
जी, मेरी मुश्किल समझिए आप।
सर,
5 मिनट के बजाय आपके 10 मिनट, और बाकी के सब लोग यदि ऐसा ही करेंगे,
आखिर में
आप तो नेता हैं और बाकी के लोग यदि उसका अनुसरण करेंगे सब गड़बड़ हो जाएगा।
सर, आपके डिस्टर्बेंस पे 2 मिनट चले गए।
मेरी डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं करना, मैं तो समय पर पालन करने के लिए आग्रह कर रहा हूं।
उसी में मैं खत्म कर रहा हूं।
जी करिए,
मैं उसी में खत्म कर रहा हूं। आज टुडे सूखा जो है देश के अंदर, वो आप सब जानते हैं। सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी उसके ऊपर आदेश देगी कुछ। उसके बावजूद पिछले 2 साल में एग्रीकल्चर का आपका डिक्लाइन इतना तेजी से हुआ कि आज सुसाइड रेट बढ़ रही है 26%, लेकिन उसको आंकड़ों में आपने बना दिया कि अदर्स कैटेगरी एक निकाले और कहते हैं कि फार्मर्स डिस्ट्रेस सुसाइड्स घट गए, अदर्स का बढ़ गया। और कितना हो गया सर? अदर्स का बढ़ गया 245%, और फार्मर्स सुसाइड, डिस्ट्रेस सुसाइड को आप देखते हो कि घट गया। अब सर, फाइनली द पॉइंट जो मैं बता रहा हूँ, what is this that is happening in this country? The reality is that if you look at actually even your entire course, I mean your IT sector, the last point I'm making, IT sector, the highest decrease, I'm quoting from the Labour Bureau report, the highest decrease in employment was seen in the IT BPO sector by 14,000, followed by 13,000 in automobile and 12,000 in metals and 8,000 in gems and jewelry.
So please conclude. Thank you, sir.
Concluding,
thank
sir.
you, please.
Concluding.
Shri,
please wait for me. So what I'm saying, sir, finally what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Please bear with me, you'll save time. That what I am saying is that finally, just like all these suicide figures, the GDP figures, all that, the dictum this government is following is an old English saying that they are lies, they are damned lies, and they are statistics. Don't do statistical manipulation. See what is happening in the country at the ground level, and that is the reality, and that is why this bill, finally, this bill is an important element. I'm very, very sorry that you have decided to curtail time.
I am not decided.
This is something unacceptable, and I register a strong protest. And if you want, and if this is something that's happened between the two sides, this match fixing is not something we won't allow. They didn't agree. Then how did this happen? Now that is the part.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, sir, the financial proposals, finally, last conclusion, the financial proposals made in the finance bill will only be disastrous for the vast majority of the people of our country. There is possibility, tap all the resources that are there that you yourself admit, and we can all build a better India. But if you don't do it and you promote crony capitalism, then this will be the end result. Stop promoting crony capitalism. Use our resources for our people's welfare and the country's welfare. That is what needs to be done. So many of these proposals have to be reversed. Thank you.
Singh Dev ji.